Let me tell y'all something in podcast world. If Donald Trump can become president, and if the City Girls can be nominated for Kids' Choice Award, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Anything.
Anything you put your mind to.
Just not look as good as I do with this fur coat on.
Live from Brooklyn, New York. Come on, whoa. You're listening to the Culture 316 podcast.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jay the Creative.
I am Mr. Money and Magic, the icon Angelo Carter.
I don't know where these new nicknames keep coming from, but
it's not a new nickname. It's just like, it's who I am. I got money to make and magic to create, so that's who I am.
But welcome to Season 2, Episode 14, a new episode of Culture 316, where we push the culture and conversations of professional wrestling into the 21st century.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put too much vodka in your juice.
When I put vodka in my juice. It's not even juice, it's Orangina.
Whatever it is, same
AKA
thing.
Brenac. Also, want to wish you guys a very, 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 very happy Black History Month, as well as a very, very happy Vagina Day weekend. Valentine's Day weekend. Anyway, so
before you start, I just feel like all Black people should get the whole month of February off with pay.
Absolutely.
That's reasonable,
That
right?
is reasonable. We didn't get our 40 acres and a mule yet. So
It's
we should
reparations for slavery.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I shouldn't have to go to work this whole month. I feel like I should be able to sit at home this whole month and get paid and get some money. Get all the money.
Double pay.
Double
pay.
Time and a half.
Time and a half.
Time and a half.
Whole
I
month
should
of
be
February.
getting 20, 25, and 40 hours. 40 hours. I should be able to be at home, hit the little clock in, clock out button, and just be in the house and doing nothing. And then getting paid 40 hours a week for the month of February until the end of time.
I think that's actually really
reasonable.
It is very, very reasonable.
Okay, just making sure.
But
What do y'all think?
We need to first of all, we need y'all to comment below and tell us what you think. But we also want to thank all of our supporters for supporting us. We just recently hit 100 downloads on the podcast, and that may seem very, very small to you guys, but we noticed a rising interest in the show during the second season, and we wouldn't have been able to get there without the support of you guys. So thank you guys for supporting and continue to support us. We are now currently everywhere where podcasts can be streamed, so that is Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more, in addition to being on YouTube and Facebook. So tell a friend that we here and we out here. We're just going to get right into it. So I want to have a very special edition of Big Up, because this Big Up is to a Culture 316 supporter.
She follows the show.
She follows the
I didn't know
show.
this until like just now.
She follows the show. This past week on AEW Dynamite, the native beast Nyla Rose defeated Riho to become the second AEW Women's Champion. Now, Nyla Rose did make headlines when she signed with AEW, being the first transgender woman signed with a major wrestling promotion. And now I think she may be the first transgender to win a major women's championship. So what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, big ups to sis.
Big up.
You know, it's dope. Like, it's dope to see AEW, you know, making this the norm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope to see. Listen, if you have any negative comments, keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Like, literally, Wednesday, Twitter was going wild. And it's just like, listen, you feel however you want to feel. That's between you and Jesus or whatever you believe in. Let this girl live her life. That's it. That's it. Mind your business. That's it. Mind your business 2020.
There's literally a whole other wrestling program on Wednesday nights if you don't like what you see on one channel. Literally, you don't have to watch it. Like, if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it.
But they use this logic with WWE. You don't like, don't watch. You watch AEW.
Some people just don't like anything for the sake of not liking anything. And it's just like...
Marks, that's what you are.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just being a contrarian is not cool in 2020. But anyway, we do have to... I think this is awesome. I think this is amazing. I think this shows...
Good sis.
Since
you follow us, you the good sis.
Good sis is really out here killing it. And to be honest, she's been on a tear for the past 3 months in AEW.
Wear a fur coat.
On air.
For your next thingy.
For your
Wear
next
a fur coat.
And we'll know
like,
we know that you'll support. We'll know that you're a
just
supporter.
Pop out, fur coat. That's it. That's
it.
All I need to see is fur coat. That's it.
That's it. But we just This is very, very important. This is a very, very important moment, I feel like, in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
This has never been done. And the fact that All Elite Wrestling is doing things like this and making it the norm is amazing. And I just feel like Nyla she's been doing the damn thing ever since she's been on the roster, to be honest. So to just see her get the recognition and the accolades that she deserves, I think it's amazing.
I thought it was going to be Britt Baker that was going to take the title off of Riho.
I thought so too, but I feel
girl.
Nyla was ready. Nyla was ready.
What we can get now?
Huh?
You know what match we can get now?
What can we get?
Well, I mean, we could always get it, but now we could get it for the title. Nyla Rose versus, oh my God, I was about to call her by her WWE name, versus Awesome Kong.
That would be fire. Book it. Nyla versus Awesome.
Cody, listen, we have not always seen eye to eye. Okay?
Y'all haven't.
We have not. Cody, because I know you be watching these shows.
I know you do. You come to
Cody.
New York in like a month and change.
Cody, Double or Nothing. When is it, in May?
Yeah, May.
Whenever it is. Double or Nothing. Nyla Rose versus Awesome Kong for the AEW Women's Championship.
Book it.
And we can talk about the Cody Rhodes 10 Lashes thing separately from this, because I actually kind of want to talk about it a little bit. But, Cody, we not friends like that. You know? Like, I don't like everything that you've done. But, you know, it's opinion, you know? Like, I still like you. Like, you mad cool. But, like, everything that you, like, I be seeing some social media moves and I be like, I can't really vibe with that. But, like, you know, like, we cool. Like, you know, we not always here, but we cool. You heard what I said.
But anyway.
And tell Nyla to wear a fur coat.
But anyway, we want to big up Nyla Rose. So if you're watching this, please show your support for our good sis. Drop a comment below. We're on the topic of AEW. You talked about the 10 lashes between Cody. I mean, that Cody had to endure via MJF. Kind of in build up to their match at AEW Revolution. What are your thoughts on it? What's going on?
So, I have a love-hate relationship with Cody, like I just described. Like, sometimes, you know, whatever. I also have that relationship with MJF, because, like, some of the stuff he does is jokes, right? Jokes, like, yo, you're being, like, mad dickish, but it's, like, a funny dickish. It's not like you're just, like,
you're just
really
like
bad
that,
person. Yeah, but, like, there's other things that he's done in the past that I've just kind of been like, yeah, I don't see it. My point is, I thought this was a good segment, right? Why somebody said on Twitter, now this had me weak. Somebody gonna say on Twitter, y'all did this during Black History Month? Took me out. Sent me to the moon, okay? Because I'm just like, okay, that was a wild reach, but that's mad funny because I see where you're coming from.
Right.
The only part I didn't really like visually. No, I'm okay.
Take some.
What part you drank from?
Here, this part.
Okay.
Yeah, you valid.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
You was trying to get drunk tonight, huh? But why? You got a little thing. You got a little boo thing. I don't. I want one though. I'm not in the market though. I already have somebody that I'm looking at. The point is, see, this is what happens when you just distract me with alcohol. The point is, where was I? I was talking about Cody and MJF. Oh, the only thing I didn't like visually was when Brandy came out and was like, oh, you only got one more, you only got one more. Just like, I don't really know. Because I'm not, like, Brandy is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like, Brandy, listen, I like Brandy. I think Brandy's gorgeous. I also think that Brandy has, like, a good potential. But I think they're shoving Brandy into the Stephanie McMahon role.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to Brandy, like, she's tried some stuff. It was like forming the faction with Awesome Kong and that other woman. It didn't work out, so they scrapped that. I mean, like, with Brandy, as it pertains to like the chief branding officer, like that's her thing. But I feel like she's experimenting with different things on TV.
I agree. I agree with that, and that's why I'm saying, like, you know, I like Brandy. Like, there's certain things that she has done that I like.
Right.
But then there's also if y'all remember that segment, that was jokes to me because I don't remember. She like pushed somebody and then she's just like, or they pushed her, they slapped her. She's just pointing and I'm just like, Brandy, you can stop now. You can stop. I don't know. It just kind of came across weird to me. Like, I never want to like come for talent because like I wouldn't ever want doors to not be open for myself, for me, A, and B, like everybody does things differently, you know, like everybody has a different way that they, you know, sell and act and stuff like that. I don't ever want to say anybody's bad because I think if you are, first of all, bold enough to even step into a ring and bump, you're awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, no matter how much of a bad worker you are, quote unquote, from people on the internet, I'm not going to sit around and say, oh, well, you're a bad wrestler. Like I have in the past, but like, you know, now looking at it from different eyes, you know, like I'm never going to sit around and just say, oh yeah, you're a bad wrestler or this company is like really, really terrible. I'm never going to do that. But my point is, Brandy's not a great actress. Like part of being a wrestler is really selling that aspect of whatever. But moving away from Brandy, I thought the segment was great. I thought the part where I think it was the second one. First of all, I was counting them. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like they gave Cody like 12. But that's because I was skipping through the YouTube video because I didn't want to sit there and watch just 10
No, it was 10. They gave him 10.
To me, I stopped counting like midway through. So I was like, that was 7. And they're talking about it's like 5 more. I'm like, nah. Y'all wildin'. But I thought it was dumb to have Goldust come out and go, I'll take the other 5. Because it's just like, dude, that wasn't in the rules. Like I get it, but it's just like, no.
It's his brother, so I get it.
I get it. No,
I get it.
I get it. But I just thought it was dumb. Because it's just like, dude, like he said the rules. Like, but that's just like retail me, like speaking. Because like retail, there's rules listed. Like don't walk in the store, think you're gonna get in, and the store opens at 10 and it's 9:50.
Right.
You have to wait 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like if the rules were laid out and you're like, I will take I'm just too practical for stuff like this. Like, not too practical, but like to think about it the way that they were thinking about it, I was just being too practical. I liked it. I really liked the segment though. Oh my gosh, is that broken?
No, it's not broken.
Oh, okay. Because I like sat back and I was like, oh no.
I don't have any thoughts on it, so we can move along. I like the segment. It was cool. I thought it was really good. Actually, it built a lot of drama, and it's kind of confirmed that Cody and MJF are going to go at it at Revolution. But I just love the way that this is being gradually built between this and then MJF having a match, and then Cody having a match with the Bodyguard.
Cody ain't get beat as a kid.
Huh?
Cody did not get beat as a kid.
Dustin did, but
I don't think he got beat with a belt as a kid because Cody was. I'm gonna be honest with you.
When he took them lashes, I was like, yo. I was like, I could have gone through that.
Wardlow is like, he looks like, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
Wardlow? He looks very heavy-handed.
Oh, D.
But MJF, I was like, I probably would have ate those. I probably would have been like, ow. But like, come on.
Neither of them was in the hood.
I got like a project beaten as a kid. So like, never with nothing wild, but like an old leather belt. Like an old, like, decaying leather belt.
Not decaying.
And then when you
just sounds like unpacked trauma. That doesn't sound like a beating.
No. But then like when the person is also heavy-handed,
it makes it that much worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I would have ate those. I would have just been like, all right, I'm lying. I probably would not have. I'm ODing right now, but like Cody didn't get beat as a kid. I'm convinced. I don't know.
Anyway, tell us how you feel about that segment and comment below.
All right.
So, we're going to move on to the next topic, which is the trending wrestling topic. So, this past week, World Wrestling Entertainment signed its first ever 4th generation superstar, 18-year-old Simone Johnson. Simone Johnson is the daughter of the legendary WWE superstar and Hollywood mogul Wallen The Rock. So do you have any expectations for Simone? You know, she's 4th generation, 18 years old. Do you expect her to meet kind of like the standards of her father?
Somebody said on Twitter, they were like, her nickname should be Pebbles. Or what if they made her nickname Pebbles? Now, she was like, please no. But I think the guy was joking.
Right.
Like, I think it was just like it's just like a cute, I think it was just a cute joke. He was like, yeah, I didn't mean any disrespect by it. But, No, I don't think she should be held to the standard of her father.
Right.
I mean, you know, just like we don't hold Natty really, like Natty is blazing her own path. Now, yeah, she definitely pulls stuff from her dad and definitely pulls stuff from her uncle Bret Hart, but like,
And Owen, for that matter.
and Owen, she definitely pulls stuff from her family
tree.
lineage or whatever. But I don't think that we hold Natty to that standard of, oh, well, you have to do this because this is how Bret Hart was.
Right.
You know, nowadays it's like, oh, if you're doing this, you're just riding the coattails of your whoever.
Right.
Obviously, you know, Simone had to earn her way to the tryout. You know, I mean, people say that about Charlotte, that she rides the coattails of her dad. Now, listen, Charlotte's gimmick is you know, very much similar to her dad's, but she's taken the entire Ric Flair gimmick and she's turned it into something different.
Made it into her own.
She's made, you know, now when people see her, they're like, that Charlotte Flair, that's Ric Flair's daughter, you know, like that, but that's Charlotte Flair, like, not, oh yeah, this is Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair. No, that's Charlotte Flair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm really happy for Simone.
Yeah.
I think that this is something that, you know, is really dope, you know, to kind of follow in your parent footsteps.
Right.
And I'm excited. I definitely think Simone versus Charlotte is a match. Simone versus Sasha. Simone versus any of the four horsewomen is a match.
Right.
I definitely think, you know, Simone versus Nia, their
That's
family,
definitely a match, yeah.
you know, that's a match. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited.
I would definitely say I have to agree with you that we shouldn't hold her to the standard of her father or expect her to be anything like her father. I feel like her father was a once-in-a-lifetime WWE superstar. And I feel like we should give Simone the grace of creating her own path and her own kind of legacy.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants to be like her dad, maybe she doesn't, but I feel like she needs to be given the space to do that on her own. Once again, I don't kind of have any expectations. I've never seen her in a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you kind of that blood running through you're probably going to be great. But I'm just very, very eager to see what kind of comes from her.
And not only that, but she could, like, a couple years down the line go, maybe wrestling is just not for me. You know?
Absolutely.
Like,
You don't know what this is going to lead to.
she's 18 years old.
Right.
You know? Like, she could very well wrestle for, like, 3 years and go,
This ain't it.
actually, I think I want to go be a singer. Or I think I want to go, you know, maybe I still want to be in the entertainment business, but I want to go be an actress. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So she's young. She's younger than me, which makes me feel like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I'm
Right.
22 years old. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I think she's going to be dope at whatever she has The Rock's blood running through her.
Yeah.
And The Rock is just like great at everything that he does. So, congrats to you.
Yes.
First ever fourth generation superstar. And listen, I want to see you in the ring with all of the incredible women in the company, and hopefully very soon, like Simone Johnson versus Bianca Belair. Don't even get me started.
Yeah. We're gonna see how this goes.
Don't even get me started,
But speaking of
because
first
Bianca Belair-
ever, in addition to WWE signing its first ever fourth generation superstar, it also signed its first ever full-time African American referee. African American woman referee, Aja Smith. Before she became a referee, Aja was a professional wrestler who went under the name of Aja Pereira. She was most noted for her work in the independent wrestling promotion Shine, where she was the tag team partner of AEW's Big Swole. Upon being welcomed into the WWE, Smith stated that this is the greatest moment of her life. Having this platform as a female of color, is really an honor, and I'm so grateful to be given this moment. Fun fact, she's also the second ever full-time women's referee hired by
Behind
WWE.
Jessica Carr, I think her
Yes.
last name is.
So this is just black excellence all around. Simone being signed, Aja getting signed as the first ever African American woman. What do you make of this moment for Aja Smith and for WWE and for women of color who want to be officials?
Is
in
it
general?
Aja or Aja?
Listen, AJA, I know all the AJAs I know is Aja. Until she checks me on Twitter or any other social media post, she's Aja.
Okay, I'm gonna call her Aja just in case.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever, however you pronounce your name. Well, first of all, shout out to Big Swole because I love her. She's a
Yes.
friend of the Jobber Tears podcast. But and Big Swole is also going to be in the women's main event at Jobber Slam. So
Yes.
I'm very happy that they signed her. I wonder where she's gonna start. I'm sure she's probably gonna start off in NXT like Jessica did.
Right.
And I could see them, because they have Jessica now on SmackDown, I could see them transitioning her eventually to Monday Night Raw so that they could just have like Aja and Jessica on like the two separate brands. Exactly like you said, this is just black excellence all around.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for everybody black. And like that's super dope. Like I'm happy she signed as a referee, but I'm like, ooh, I would love to see her wrestle.
Absolutely.
Like at some point. Like even if they have her on for a referee for a little bit, or even if this was just like her getting her foot in the door and then somehow transitioning into being like a full-time wrestler.
Right.
That would be pretty dope. So I'm excited for her. I'm excited for Simone. I'm excited. Like, I'm just really happy that, we're getting more representation on screen and natural representation,
This doesn't feel forced. It's pretty
Exactly.
organic. Yeah. I feel like when it comes to, hopefully I would love to see her spread her wings and wrestle in a WWE ring. I've never seen her work outside of WWE. However, I think this is just like a big win because not only do we need more representation, we need more representation in more spaces. So I want to see WWE black. I want to see black people in WWE as executives, black people in WWE as wrestlers, black people in WWE as referees, black people in WWE as anything and everything because I feel like when it comes to representation, it's important that people that look like you occupy every space to let you know that anything is possible. Like, that's the reason why representation is so important.
Yep.
But yeah, y'all, all that black excellence and all those first-time signings, please comment below and let us know what you feel about this. I'm gonna stop there. For the last part of the show, we will be talking about NXT Portland, which is happening today, live on the WWE
I forgot
Network.
today's supposed to be Sunday.
Yeah, today's supposed to be Sunday. So it's going to be streaming live on the WWE Network. That's NXT TakeOver Portland. And we're going to be giving our little predictions as far as who we think is going to win. So let's start.
All right, NXT TakeOver Portland, emanating from the Moda Center at Portland, Oregon. Here is the card. Starting from the bottom, well, not really the bottom, because this is the match that I'm really looking forward to.
Right.
Is Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor. We saw Finn Balor return to NXT back in September and turn heel, like, very shortly after that. Maybe it was the same day, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But he turned on Johnny, took Johnny out of their match that was supposed to happen at TakeOver Survivor Series weekend.
Yeah.
Johnny just recently returned a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Had a great match with Mustache Mountain versus DIY, who reunited for one night only. So, who do you think is going to win and why?
I think that Johnny Gargano is going to win. I feel like the whole thing was just that Finn took him out of action and we took him out for a takeover. And Johnny Gargano is billed as Mr. Takeover. He's the guy that's main evented more takeovers than anybody. He's the guy he's the most decorated superstar in NXT history. And I feel like if they want to push new talent and they want to elevate guys to where they need to be, I feel like Finn putting Johnny over would only be logical. I feel like Johnny's kind of Finn's successor in a way. I feel like he's not Finn Balor 2.0, but the same way that Finn Balor
Was the heart
and soul of NXT when he was there, Johnny Gargano is kind of the same person now. So I believe that Johnny Gargano is going to win, but I do believe this is going to be a match of the year candidate.
I agree with that. I 100% agree. Johnny Gargano will take the win for this match. And yeah, pretty much everything that he said.
All right.
Next match, we have Tegan Nox versus Dakota Kai in a street fight. Do we have a why?
I'm going to go with Dakota Kai. The reason why is because Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai had a match on NXT television a couple of weeks ago where, Tegan Nox picked up the victory.
That was Wednesday.
Huh?
That was Wednesday.
No, it wasn't this past Wednesday. Not this past Wednesday. Dakota went against Candice LeRae this past Wednesday.
Oh, that was like 2 weeks ago.
I feel like this rivalry is going to culminate in a match during Mania weekend. So I think that Dakota has one. I feel like Tegan has one. Dakota's going to have one, and that is the street fight. And then we're going to see the culmination of that match during WrestleMania weekend in Tampa. But I think that Dakota's going to win this.
I agree. I was just like, listen, like you would have Tegan already won.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should have the heel win here. So yeah. All right. Next match. So Dakota, Johnny.
Right.
NXT North American Championship match as Keith Lee defends against Dominic Dijakovic.
I believe.
Dijakovic?
Yeah, Dijakovic, yeah. Dijakovic.
Whatever,
That
same
doesn't
thing.
matter. I believe that Keith Lee is going to retain, and he's going to retain for one reason and one reason only. That is that he is NXT's hottest star at the moment. And when you are hot, you do things to keep that person hot. I believe that Keith dropping this title would not be the best move because I feel like he brings a certain legitimacy to that title, that the title was needed. I believe that normally I would say that Keith is going to drop the title and then he's going to move on to get the NXT title. But I honestly believe that Ciampa is going to win it back during Mania weekend. But yeah, I believe that Keith Lee is going to retain.
I agree. And for a simple reason, because he's black. Hello? You didn't even have to go through that whole explanation. Keith Lee is black. He's retaining. Like, they really going to have him lose during Black History Month?
That's a fact. Actually.
Ridiculous. Anyway, so, dang, you need to start changing your predictions. Ridiculous. NXT Tag Team Championship match, where the Undisputed Era defends against the winners of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne.
I'm going to go with the Broserweights on this one. Couple reasons. I feel like the tag team titles need to be refreshed and they need new holders. That's one. Number two, I feel like we are in the context of NXT, we're seeing the decay of the Undisputed Era as it pertains to their Golden Prophecy, where Roderick was holding the North American title, where Kyle and Bobby were holding the tag titles, and Adam Cole would hold the NXT title. I believe that this decay is going to be gradual, and I believe that the next step is the tag team titles. So yeah, I just think that the tag team titles are going to be dropped to the Broserweights.
I would have to agree, but I'm going to give a wild prediction during the NXT Championship match predictions. So I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era. All right. The next match. Sorry. The next match that I have on the card is the NXT Women's Championship match as Rhea Ripley defends against Bianca Belair.
Now, here's what I will preface my prediction with saying. I really want Bianca to win the Women's Championship. Mm-hmm. I really want her to be the Women's Champion, the NXT Women's Champion. I love her. She's my favorite in the division. Literally right above Rhea Ripley. With that being said, because of this Charlotte-Rhea buildup, Rhea is going to retain.
So you're saying that Rhea Ripley wins?
I say that Rhea Ripley wins.
Bianca Belair. Let me tell you why I think Bianca Belair is going to win. The thingy that they had, the segment that they had, what was it, 2 Wednesdays ago?
Yeah,
with the three of them. They both attacked Charlotte. So Charlotte comes in and attacks them both at Portland. But she makes it a point to hit Bianca first because Bianca attacked her first. Bianca Belair wins the match and is added at WrestleMania to make it a triple threat.
That would be an amazing match. I like that.
Charlotte has spoken very highly of Bianca.
Yeah.
So
I can see that
think
happening.
It just makes sense.
I can see that happening for sure.
And the final match, Adam Cole defending the NXT Championship against Tommaso Ciampa.
So, I believe that this story is going to culminate in Adam Cole.
Culminate?
It's going to culminate.
Because you said cultivate.
That's not funny. It's going to culminate at TakeOver Tampa. I believe that Cole is going to drop the title there to Ciampa. I believe that it's not going to happen in Portland. I believe that there's going to be some type of DQ finish. I believe there's going to be some type of skewed finish. I believe that Cole is going to retain on Sunday. Or today, I should say.
I'm going to come up with a wild prediction because why not? You know, our predictions have been pretty tame. Tommaso Ciampa wins the title back. And Johnny comes out to celebrate. Tommaso turns on Johnny again. We finally get the fourth match and the final match in their rivalry.
Ooh.
Somebody and Tommaso can retain, and Johnny finally moves to SmackDown. I don't think he's ever going to leave NXT, which makes me sad. But Johnny moves to SmackDown. I really want him on SmackDown. Like, I don't know why I want him on Friday Night SmackDown. I just really want him on SmackDown. Give me what I want. That's my prediction.
Solid predictions. But we want to know your predictions and your takes on what's going to happen at TakeOver Portland. So be sure to comment below with your predictions and all that jazz. But we want to close this episode out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us everywhere where podcasts can be streamed, and be sure to follow us on social media, and everything is Culture 316, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next week.